Goal kick here for Melbourne City. Her first start in the competition she's had. Her first start she's been subbed in the competition so far this season, but she's been subbed must be a big adjustment for her to get the nod, and it must be a big adjustment for her to
I know Leah's been in the mix for a little while. She's been a trainer I know Leah's been Newcastle in the mix for a little while. She's been a Newcastle local Newcastle for it's fantastic to see her. She's a young Newcastle local because she has been on the radar. She's been around to get her start today because she has been on the radar. She's been around in this competition now. So many of our young Australian players are getting minutes now. So many of our young Australian players are getting minutes in the Liberty A-League competition.
She'll be just been up under a little bit of pressure there by Murphy Agnew. Been up under a little bit of pressure there by Murphy Agnew. Be a good battle between both these players. Be a good battle between both these players at the moment.
Yeah, I love that Newcastle isn't giving Melbourne City any time and space when they're trying to play out in the back there. You know, Melbourne City when they're in time and space when they're trying to play out going for everything. They're working hard. They're working as a unit, and now they just got to get that reward. In that front third, they're going for everything. They're working hard. They're working as a unit.
Johnson on the ball. Playing it off and back to Cass Davis, who's trying to get her side moving quickly here on that left-hand side. To Cass Davis. Some options in the middle. Trying to get her side moving quickly here on that left-hand side. Some options in the middle. Great defensive work there by Naomi Chinema. Just to put her in an awkward position so Ash Brodigan couldn't get that contact she would have liked on the ball.
I love how Newcastle Jets have now got Cassidy Davis, you know, sitting in the 6 now. She's such a great role model for these Newcastle Jets young players that are coming through, and she's just a great footballer. She's a ball winner. She gets on the ball and she really dictates.
And both sides 2 shots so far this afternoon, but City have got the all-important goal to separate these two teams. That ball goes out and we see Grosso putting that ball in. Direct her pass to the teammate. That ball goes out here. See Grosso laying it off. That ball in. Good run here from Grosso. Laying it off there. Rojas has held it off beautifully and back to Grosso. There, Rojas has held it off beautifully and back to Grosso. See a good run here from Ekic. See a good run here from Ekic. Got some runners in the middle. Poor touch there from Galich, and has she got a better touch? Poor touch there. Good little move, and Georgina Worth gets free kick. And just a bit of a reprieve for the Newcastle Jets. Been put on her a lot of pressure, and just a great little, just a juke step there from Ekic. We'll have to clough off that ball. Cass Davis here. A little bit of trouble to Sarah Griffiths. Opportunity. Couldn't get that contact into the arms of Sally James there, but you can see that threat from Sarah Griffiths.
Yeah, it was a great ball in. You know, she's done well to read that and get onto that ball again. You know, Newcastle's getting the opportunities now. It's just about being a bit more clinical in that front third.
into the arms of Sally James there, but you can see that threat. From Sarah Griffiths.
You can see here, he's still trying to play out from the back, even though they've had Newcastle pressing every single time. They've done really well together, Newcastle to be able to press this ball back.
Polsina on the ball here. Got Ekic on that left-hand side. Rojas is calling for it in the middle. Ekic still holds onto it. One-on-one there with Cloughan. That ball's played through. Here for Galich. Ekic back on the ball here. Plays in the middle. And just goes straight past the front of the goal. That would have been one for the highlight reel that gone in.
Yeah, definitely. I actually can't believe it didn't go in. She's done really well to get onto that ball, Newcastle Jets were putting their arms up, Jets were putting their arms up. You've got to play the whistle, you've got to keep going. You've got to keep going. Ekic's done really well there. Honestly, I cannot believe how that ball does not go in the back of the goal. And again, Newcastle there could have been punished just for Ekic's done just really lapse in concentration. Honestly, I cannot believe how that ball does not go in the back of the goal. And again, Newcastle there could have been punished just for just a lapse in concentration there.
On the inside, but looks for a longer pass, and Torpy does manage to find its way back to Davidson. Chinema here, but looks for a longer pass and plays it out to Grosso. To find its way back to Davidson. Chinema here, do a nice run earlier. Plays it out to Grosso. Back to Chinema. Saw her do a nice run earlier there to Torpy. Back to Chinema. Just looking for some runners. Still that strength there from Rihanna Polsina and Henry, but plays that ball. She couldn't. It's the path of Briley Henry, but she couldn't get the contact she would have liked, and some great defensive there.
Yeah, look, it's a great battle.
She would have liked, and some great defensive there, but
yeah, look, it's a great battle by both of them. Two very strong footballers, and former teammates as well. So I'm sure there's going to by both of them. Two very strong footballers, and former teammates as well. So I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of a rivalry out there today.
Just that. Great run there from Grosso to cover that, and 1-2. That didn't come off there for Rojas. Johnson here. Got Griffiths out wide. Hands it off to Clough, who's just allowed that ball to get too far in front of her, but she's managed to get that ball back, played out through to Lauren Allen, but she couldn't get that contact on that ball.
You can see here this tackle, she's got the ball.
Johnson here.
They seem a bit hard done by, but at the end of the day, she did get the ball.
Through to Lauren Allen, but middle waiting for that ball, contact on that ball. Delivery wasn't there.
You can see here this Newcastle's tackle, doing really well. They're being patient, but once they win the ball, they're just, again, we're talking about them being a bit more clinical and taking their chances. Melbourne City's a team that, if you give them too much time and space and get them up in that front third, they will punish you.
Free kick given here.
She didn't look happy about that either.
No, she did not.
Clinical and taking their chances. Melbourne City's a team that, if you give them too much time and space and get them up in that front third, they will punish you. again, Melbourne City on the ball here, looking comfortable, just playing the ball.
And Poltina who just does a little step off the ball and get some space. There to Maria Rojas. Some great defensive work there by Garnier.
That was a bit of a tough one there. You know, she's gone in, she's put her body on the line there. She knows what she has to do there. She doesn't make that tackle when she gets through. It could be dangerous. That was a bit of a tough one there. You know, she's gone in, she's put her body on the line there. She knows what she has to do.
If she laid that tackle on you out there, Catherine?
Oh, look, it's all part of the game, you know. At the end of the day, you need to win the 50-50 battles to win the game. Has brought more of a physical element to it now, and it's really good to see when the referees actually let it flow and let it go. As long as there's nothing, you know, malice in any of these tackles, I think it's important. Yeah, I think it's important that they allow the game to flow. You know, the game has brought more of a physical element to it now, and it's really good to see when the referees actually let it.
Who just gets taken out there by Cass Davis. Referee says, keep going. Deep ball here. Let that
It's a great corner. You know, they're going for the in-swinger there. Georgina Worth to make sure that needs to do better in that possession situation. But again, we spoke about Melbourne City giving them time and space in that front third, and you know, if you don't take your chances, they will capitalise on that.
Looking at that replay, I don't actually know if Maria Rojas gets it on the.
You just got to love the passion of Rojas, you know. It's fantastic to see her in this competition, loving it.
And that, yeah, and own goal there from Georgina Worth. Unfortunate for her. She thinks she may have maybe lost that in the sun.
You just got to love the passion.
There from Georgina Worth.
Definitely will, you know.
Unfortunate for her.
Like you said, Melbourne City is a team that is a quality side, and if you don't take your chances when you're actually trying to press them and pinch the ball higher up in the pitch, you've got to be waiting for that to happen, and you know, you give them time and space, and they will capitalise on the opportunities, and you can see that today.
Johnson out there.
They will capitalise on
They've lost
the
possession
opportunities,
here as we see.
You can see that today.
Galich make the run. Riley Henry's picked it up from her. lot of confidence to see that everyone's getting involved.
Yeah, that's what you want from your team. You don't want just one player. You don't want the team depending on one player. You know, you want to be able to spread it around, and that's what wins you championships. So if you've got a good squad and you can actually change things up, because you don't know what's going to happen in your season in terms of injuries and you know, whether they're out with yellow cards or red cards. It's great to see so many different
scored in all.
in this competition. We can talk about the Melbourne City team. There's 3 Western Sydney girls actually out there. So from my side, very
to settle things down, and if they're going to stop themselves from getting a scoreline that the Phoenix had, as we see. City.
I think the Newcastle Jets are going to be very disappointed going in at half-time. You know, the score doesn't really show, you know, how they really started this game. And unfortunately, when you do get 1 or 2 goals against you,
Just trying to reset here. Torpy. Polzina. One-on-one here, and she's just left the ball behind her because she looked on there.
Yeah, you can just see here, you know, the Newcastle Jets are starting to tire a little bit. You know, it does get, you know, frustrating as
be feeling at the moment, because she's had a difficult afternoon so far with all 3 goals and that own goal for the second one, and the third one just, she made the save and it just, Briley Henry happened to be there. How's she feeling so far in this game, would you think?
Yeah, it's never easy, you know, being a goalkeeper and conceding goals, and it's something that I'm sure that they, you know, work on the, you know, the mental side of things. And it's unfortunate when you do make mistakes, but, you know, again, it does have to go through the other team. Got, you know, quality midfielders. You know, you could see in the first 20 minutes there, they were trying to really stop them from playing into the midfield. They were sitting in a bit of a block there, not allowing them to get on the ball, which was great. But now, you know, as the game starts to open up, they are 3-0 down the Newcastle Jets. They're making it a little bit easier now to allow Pollicina to get on the ball, and you know, you don't want to be giving them time and space, because this 3-0 scoreline can open up very easily.
So, for Ash Wilson, what is she telling her side when they get in at half-time? Is she pumping them up, or is she grilling them?
Look, it's a tough one. You know, you're going into the Sheds at 3-0 down. It's about how can you make a positive impact on this team to be able to get through the next 45 minutes, and what are some things that we can change to be able to turn it around. So, you know, you can't fault their effort in the first 25 minutes. They've done everything right. You could see that they were trying to execute a game plan, but she has to keep things positive and get them back into the game.
Good run here from Davidson. She's got Briley Henry out here on the right, and Rojas has found herself in a little bit of space, and that ball's just fizzed across goal. And good defensive work there from King.
Newcastle's
Is that the next step for her game, to get her to be an even better player?
Yeah, you know, I think that comes off confidence. Sometimes if it's not your preferred
Naomi Chinema clears that her line, and see Cannon Clough on the ball, still on the floor.
You can see here they're all looking for the in-swinger today and really trying to get in front of that goalkeeper. They didn't know what was happening there, but you know, Newcastle got to be a little bit more hungry in the box now. They've got to try and pull one back before half-time to stay in this game.
See Naomi Chinema just seems to be okay. Looks like she might be just redoing her laces. And with her doing her laces now. So we have a look at the goals this afternoon. Caitlin Torpey getting it underway with a long-range effort. The just beat Georgina Worth out. See Grosso. Ball into Rojas, who's just holding that ball. Plays it out to Ekic. Back to Grosso. Good little turn there from her. Laying it off to Ekic. Great little cut back there. Opportunity. Tries to find Rojas, but that ball's a little bit out of her reach. But Rojas has found her way back on the ball. And there's Ekic. Just across goal, but Newcastle Jets struggling to clear at their lines here. Just repeated efforts there from City in very dangerous areas.
You can see City
Chinema here. Got her laces all sorted now. So we see Katie Bowen playing it out to Grosso. Switching the play here from Bowen out to Torpy. Touch a little bit heavy there, and you see Sarah Griffiths on the ball. Playing it into the path of Murphy Agnew. Some options in the middle. Late run into the box there from Brodigan, and see Rojas. Jets managed to retain the ball here. Clough to Garnier, and they've lost possession here, and Leah Puxty. Karen Allen trying to put into the path there of Murphy Agnew, but Caitlin Torpy's made a bit of a mess of it there and given away.
This is a big tackle here. They've tried really hard to win that ball back. You know, Newcastle's been really tough today. They've tried everything. They've been in Melbourne City's face. They've just got to hang in here. If they can get one back, especially off this corner, it'll be a very interesting game coming out in the second half.
Murphy Agnew played in. A little bit shallow there. And Garnier can't get the contact to get her teammates involved. Not a great corner there. I think they'd like to take that back.
Melbourne City here opting to go long.
Poncina on the ball here. Little 1-2 there with Ekic. Sides coming forward very nicely. So we see Briley Henry on the ball out here on that right-hand side. So we see Galich. Ball's found its way back to Chinema. Bowen to Grosso. So from Grosso and Ekic this afternoon.
Yeah, it's been great to see them coming down that left-hand side. You know, they're linking up really well. You know, it's been a tough afternoon for Cannon Close.
No, it certainly has, and so we see Brianna Polizina deep cross into a dangerous area. Naomi Chinema back there. As the Jets try to clear it out. Through a few headers there, and looping ball there from Davidson.
The Newcastle Jets have got to be really careful, especially off these set pieces. You know, that second phase play. They've got plenty of players on the ball that can actually take a touch and strike from outside the box, as we've seen earlier.
Trying to play out from the back. So Clough on the ball. Garnier lost possession there as we see Grosso being really physical. And wins her side. A free kick in 2 minutes of additional time in the first half here. Just seen Melbourne City get their way on the score sheet.
Newcastle's got to hold their discipline here. You know, they've got to keep their lines nice and straight here and make sure that they don't drop too deep and allow Melbourne City to get in behind them. They've got a couple of minutes just to hold on and get into the sheds, and they'll have a bit of a break.
See, Garnier went in a little bit too physical there on Polsina.
Yeah, probably a little bit of frustration as well, but, you know, Polsina's done well there to use her body.
Cross in there. Tries to get it to Marie Rojas, but so we see Ashley Brodigan gets this ball first, and she's got the run of Lauren Allen. She can get the ball to her. So we see Davidson cut that out. But a throw in here for the Jets. Can they get something late here in this first half to give them some positivity to restart the second half?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think they really deserve a goal from these first 45 minutes. They've done really well trying to, you know, work as a unit to win the ball back, and unfortunately just haven't been clinical in front of goal.
Griffiths here. Puxty. Agnew here. Good cross in there. And that ball's just gone right past goals, and Sally James looked more confident. I think the further that ball was away from her, and I think the closer it got, she looks a bit nervous.
Yeah, that was just so unlucky. You know, that's probably something that Newcastle Jets needed going into the half. And again here, Melbourne City's trying to play out from the back at all costs here, and they've turned the ball over, and Newcastle Jets in this last dying couple of seconds might be able to get something.
So Jets last opportunity here, and that's the end of the first half here, which has seen Melbourne City score 3 goals. It started off with an excellent long-range effort from Caitlin Torpy, and then an own goal by Georgina Worth, but Maria Rojas may want to discuss that. And Briley Henry got them 3 goals up. A simple tap in, and for the Newcastle Jets there, I'm going to hope that's
today. We've got, you know, Melbourne City have had 7 shots, 4 on target, but they've been more clinical today. The Newcastle Jets have had 5 shots and 4 on target, but unfortunately they've got no goals to show for it. And in football, what wins you matches is if you've got to put the balls in the back of the net, and that's why Melbourne City are on higher up on the table.
It's 3-0 here at Casey Fields, and see Melbourne City up against the Newcastle Jets. We'll see you right after the break. And welcome back here to Casey Fields, where the Newcastle Jets are in for a tough second half if they are wanting to get a win this afternoon, with Melbourne City up.
Taking that touch that she was going to go and strike that ball, and what a fantastic strike it was. Unfortunate there, Georgina Worth had to do a little bit better, but it got into the back of the net. You can see here on the second goal, great corner, in-swing corner. They put Georgina Worth under pressure and they got and Briley Henry, as all strikers, in there just for that tap in.
And see some of these stats at half-time. What stands out to you, Catherine?
Yeah, for me, you know, you can see that they had the same amount of shots on target, but Melbourne City are leading this game 3-0. You know, it's been unfortunate for Newcastle Jets. They've done really well as Melbourne City are trying to play out from that back. You can see they've been on the training field looking at ways that they can break them down and press them to try and win the ball back. But just unfortunate that things haven't gone their way today and they haven't been able to put the ball in the back of the net. And we know when you're coming up against Melbourne City, they are a quality team and they will punish you.
As the Newcastle Jets have also made a half-time substitution with Tara Andrews coming on for Cass Davis as we get underway here for the second half. See Murphy Agnew here on the ball. Just got Lauren Allen out here on that right-hand side, and good cross in there, but just a little bit too close to Sally James for it to be really effective. So see Caitlin Torpy play out here, and a great touch there from Maria Rojas into the path of Riley Henry. But so Brodigan fighting for that ball there. Garnier, Johnson. See King here on the ball. Puxty here. Got some options in the middle, but probably needing some more runs. We see Griffiths. Opportunity here in the second half. And, throw in here for Newcastle Jets. Murphy Agnew's tried to play that quickly. And Caitlin Torpy's given away a free kick in a dangerous area to the Jets. And will it be Murphy Agnew taking it or somebody else? Post, and I thought that went in for a second, but hitting the roof of the net. And would you, as Ash Wilson, would she be happy with what Murphy Agnew just did there? Would she have rather her set up her teammates or gone for that shot?
Yeah, look, I guess that's a preference thing, and when the players are on the pitch, that it's their decision, really. You know, on the training pitch, you'll go through different set pieces, and you know, if a player feels that they can take the shot and they have it in them, then you know that happens on the pitch. I think, though, you know, when you bring on a player like Tara Andrews and you know what type of threat she is in the box, and she's so, you know, clinical off set pieces, she's big, she's strong, she can win those headers, you want to be trying to look for her in that 18-yard box.
Good through ball here for City. Sijekic trying to get on that, but defensive work there from Karen Clough, who's had a tough afternoon. Some really physical challenges come her way.
Yeah, she's worked really hard today. There's been a lot of play coming down that left-hand side, and, you know, she's had to work super hard, and it's difficult being able to, you know, stop her. And Ekic and Grosso both coming down. They're overlapping. They're working hard together, and, you know, it's been a difficult afternoon for her.
Ball out here. So good work there from Briley Henry to get possession of a ball that she probably had no right to win, and earn herself a free kick there.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of frustration there from the Newcastle Jets players. They're coming out in the second half. You're coming into this game 3-0 down now, and it's going to be a tough ask for them for these next 45 minutes.
That ball's played out wide here to Rojas, but just out of reach for her. And
yeah, you can see there's frustration. She wants to win the ball back. She's working hard for her team, and, you know, Briley's done really well to protect the ball, and she's drawn the foul.
They seem to have a lot of, like, small pocket rockets in this Melbourne City side with Rojas holding the ball up so well, even with such a small stature. She's not afraid of a challenge, and neither is Briley Henry. Must be very pleasing for the coaching staff that everybody's wanting to fight.
Yeah, you know, technically they're very good. It's something that, you know, Rojas, you know, as being a small player on the pitch, she's got to learn how to use her body in those situations, and she does that very well.
Davison tries to play that into the path of Galich, but Jets able to intercept that. Garnier. Galich just found herself on that ball, and you know, the Jets have seen Briley Henry making some work there and being quite physical there with Puxty. And a big battle this afternoon between Griffiths and Torpy, and I think Caitlin Torpy's so far got the W at the moment, and see if Sarah Griffiths can change that in the second half.
Yeah, you can just see here with Briley Henry, you know, she works really hard with the ball, but she's a super footballer off the ball. She works super hard off the ball as well.
Davidson losing possession there to Tara Andrews, and great flick on there, and Sarah Griffiths opportunity, and that ball's just gone wide of the post. But warning signs there for Melbourne City.
Yeah, it was a great little ball in there, and again, you know, that's been part of their game today for Newcastle Jets. You know, unfortunately things haven't been falling for them, but credit to them, they are, you know, making opportunities, which is fantastic to see, but it's now about putting it in the back of the net.
And so City make their way forward here. You see Galich on the ball, but she's caught sleeping, and Murphy Agnew's stolen that ball, but couldn't get the pass she wanted to play Griffiths in.
Yeah, you look, Murphy Agnew in that situation, just a little bit stronger than Daniela Galich in there. You know, she's done.
So we see Tara Andrews here, opportunity, big strike, and hits the woodwork. Tara Andrews come on, and she's already putting in the work and trying to get her side back into this game.
Yeah, fantastic strike by Tara Andrews. You know, she is a quality striker. We know that she can find the back of the net, and she's the type of girl, when she does win the ball back, she won't wait 2 seconds. She will strike that ball, and she nearly caught Sally James off.
That was a great strike there, and crossbar might still be shaking at this point. There's a lot of power on that shot. Johnson playing it through there. Newcastle just need to get a couple of passes together and just work City for a consistent period of time, because they're getting these bursts, Catherine, but they're not sustaining them.
Yeah, you know, it's difficult, you know, when you're playing against a team like Melbourne City. It's important that when you do the hard yards and you work hard to win the ball back, that you do keep possession of the ball. You know, they are taking the opportunities, but you don't want to be giving away possession too easily as well once you do win it back.
So Emma on the ball, making her second appearance this season. 20 minutes last week, and she's getting a full half here. Just struggling to get it out, and actually see Sarah Griffiths there one-on-one here with Emma Checker. Ball's played through. And Newcastle win themselves a throw-in.
You can see Melbourne City are persisting with trying to play out from the back, but Newcastle is so organised and set up in their press that they're doing so well to win that ball back.
Ball's out here, and opportunity there from Ash Brodigan, but couldn't get the power she'd like, and Shelley James gets her side underway. Tara Andrews here, playing it to Agnew. To Griffiths, but lost possession, and Polsina. And Griffiths there, and Polsina gets the best of that. So she played out wide here to Briley Henry. Got a few options. Playing it to Davidson. Good work there from Johnson. Melbourne City have regained possession here. One-on-one here between Puxty and...
Yeah, we can see here, you know, Newcastle Jets has done really well to win the ball back. And again, Brodigan there just doesn't have enough on that shot. She's really got to put her foot through it.
Toffee playing it through to Rojas. But good physical pressure there from King. Puxty here. And into side throw in, plays on quickly. And for the Jets, if they're able to score in, let's say, the next 5 minutes, how does that change the game?
Yeah, look, if they get that goal, there might be that reward of what they've been working hard for, you know. At 3-0 down, if they can just get that little bit of, you know, consistency and a little bit of reward and a little bit of luck go their way, I think it'll really give them that confidence to push on for the rest of the game.
See Agnew here, opportunity. Good work there from Emma Checker to read that and put that ball out of play.
Yeah, we can see now Emma Checker's taken the field for today, which will hopefully be 45 minutes. She's starting to build her way into this squad again. You know, she's a leader on and off the pitch for this team, and she's really grown into that position.
Agnew here to take the corner. Deep ball. That's just going across, and Tara Andrews is the first to react. That ball's going out for a goal kick. So James opting for a long goal kick as opposed to playing out from the back, which we've seen all afternoon. See Galich on the ball, but loses out there to Clough. Foul given away there. And Galich. Seemed to get her foot caught there. So Jekic here. Opportunity here for City. Big tackle. Some shouts for a penalty, but just a corner here.
She's done well there with that tackle. You know, Daniela Galic, as we know, she's very good on the ball, and she can, you know, really jink herself around in the box, and she stood up tall there and really done a great tackle.
And she's only 16. It's quite impressive. Her skill level. Sixth corner for Melbourne City this afternoon. Deep ball. The Jets have got a lot of bodies around there, and
Jets got to be careful here on this second phase ball.
Rojas tries to play it through to Torpy, but the Jets were alert to it. Montsina working there, but loses out possession to Sarah Griffiths. Plays that through to Lauren Allen. They've got some options going forward here. Ash Brodigan on the ball. Agnew, Griffiths. Got Allen out there on the right-hand side. Plays it through to Tara Andrews. Still got Tara Andrews playing it through to Lauren Allen, but can't get a hold of it in time. And a long-range effort there from Ash Brodigan. So we see this again.
Yes, a great run from Griffiths and a great little run from Tara Andrew to get the touch on the ball here. She's done really well. She hasn't stopped. And again, you know, we talk about Newcastle Jets and the amount of opportunities that they've had in this game. They've really got to take them.
Agnew, shallow ball. Opportunity there for Griffiths. Couldn't get the contact she would have liked. Allen. Back to Agnew. Back to Allen. Allen still with the ball here. Playing it through to Tara Andrews. Just ball stuck at her feet. Puxty. And she'd probably like to take that back. Again. But some dangerous moments there for the Newcastle Jets. Catherine?
Yeah, you know, Tara Andrews is a girl that once she does get that opportunity in the box, I was actually quite surprised that she actually looked for the pass there and didn't try to take that hit herself. You can see here there's a bit of a scramble there, and nothing is falling today for the Newcastle Jets.
As we see Chelsea Blissett come on for Caitlin Torpy. Great effort from Caitlin Torpy this afternoon, and we see Rihanna Polachina come off and Letitia McKenna come on. Some good players to bring in. Chelsea Blissett, young, but she's had some experience in this competition, and Letitia McKenna is a key member of this squad last season as she plays Briley Henry in, and who loses her balance there, but manages to keep hold of the ball. See Letitia McKenna getting involved straight away. Johnson here. King. That ball's played through. It's Lauren Allen and see Murphy Agnew get head on that, and Lauren Allen still chasing it down, and Sally James just clears that out in time. Offside here from Rojas, just a little bit too eager.
Yeah, look, you know, today we really can't fault the effort of the Newcastle Jets. They're 3-0 down 60 minutes into this game, and they're still trying to push to get something back. The changes from Melbourne City here, the two changes to bring Polacina and Caitlin Torpy off, we're thinking here that Daria Vidicic thinks that this game is now the 3 points are theirs already.
See Tara Andrews almost get that ball on target, but just too high and didn't have the angle. Ended up on the roof of the net. Sweet Have a look at the subs. It's Chelsea Blissett coming on for Caitlin Torpey, who scored to get the game underway. See Tisha McKenna getting stuck in straight away. And you see Tisha McKenna came on for Rihanna Polsino, who put in a really great effort in that midfield. See Tara Andrews here playing it through Sarah Griffiths. Gets ball tangled there. Hanging out to Agnew. Griffiths again. She's fouled there, looking for a penalty. Referee waves that off. Really physical battle there, and the Jets aren't giving up. See Puxty here, crosses that in. Tara Andrews gets her head to it, but not the contact she would have liked.
It's a great little play here from Puxty there, coming down the left-hand side there, and you know they're getting, Griffiths gets herself into the box. She's trying to be strong. She's looking for the call, sees she doesn't get it, goes back again, tries to win that ball back again. Newcastle Jets have just been really unlucky in the front third today. You know, I'd really like them now to get a goal back and actually get back into this game and see the way Melbourne City will actually react.
And we see Newcastle having 6 shots on target, but they still haven't been able to convert them. It's been much of the story. Even though they've scored a lot of goals, they probably could have scored a lot more goals this season because they've been one of the best sides when it comes to getting their shots on target.
Yeah, look, you can have, you know, more shots on target. The stats can always go your way in a game, but unfortunately, if you're not clinical in that front third and you don't take your opportunities, you cannot win games. And today's game shows that Melbourne City's been a lot more clinical in the front third.
Griffiths here, opportunity to score, but she's kind of falling back, and Shelly James scoops that up. Ekic here. Back to Bowen. Grosso, who just couldn't control that, and that ball's given away cheaply for Newcastle Jets to have a throw in here. There's some options on the bench for the Jets. Is there anyone you're looking at thinking maybe they could provide a spark, as we see Murphy Agnew just getting some treatment off the field?
Yeah, look, they've got Adriana Konjarski on the bench. You know, she can provide that little bit of a spark up front. It's really, really great to see her back after that injury that she suffered a few weeks ago. So it's great to see her actually back in the competition and playing, you know. So it'll be interesting to see what changes Ash Wilson makes today. They've also got Tegan Allen on the bench that's come back from a hamstring injury. So we'll see whether she'll be injected into this game at any point.
As we'll see Konjarski come on for Murphy Agnew, who hasn't probably had the afternoon she would have liked. We started this season off so well, but see Konjarski come on and provide something a little bit different, because they do play in different positions.
Yeah, you know, she's, you know, prolific in front of goal, and it'll be nice to see her, you know, linking up with Tara Andrews this afternoon. And it's unfortunate to see Murphy Agnew out of the game today, because I think she's been fantastic for Newcastle Jets.
So we take a look at the goals from this afternoon. Caitlin Torpey getting us underway. And that was a great goal, wasn't it, Catherine?
Fantastic strike from Caitlin Torpey.
She hit that so nicely and saw Georgina Worth off her line, and she just said, you know what, I might as well take a strike, why not?
You could see as soon as she takes that touch that she was going for that strike.
So we see corner come in here, and Georgina Worth goes up for it and just couldn't get that ball safely into her hands.
Yeah, it was a great corner. It was an in-swinger. They're always difficult to deal with. And, you know, if the goalkeeper's not strong in those areas and not demanding on the ball, you know, Melbourne City again had punished them and got that touch to get in.
And we see Maria Rojas getting us started here, hitting the woodwork, and then Ekic tries to follow through, but Briley Henry's there, just probably the easiest goal she's ever scored.
Yeah, Rojas, you know, again, she's in that box. She's always in and around, you know, the front third and looking to make something happen. And, you know, Briley Henry was there, not in a great position just for that tap in.
And we see that Murphy Agnew came off for Konjarski, and hoping that Murphy Agnew is okay, because she's provided a spark in this competition early on, and I think a lot of people have enjoyed watching her play.
Yeah, I really like seeing her in the competition. You know, it's going to be unfortunate if it is a serious injury for the Newcastle Jets, which I think they've done really, really well in bringing in Agnew, Griffith and Emily Gardner. I think Ash Wilson in the off-season was really busy in terms of her recruiting, and, you know, she's been the head coach now for a few years and had multiple years as an assistant coach, so she knows what this competition needs.
And very physical contest this afternoon. Brodigan here to take that free kick, and see Tara Andrews in the back end. Tara Andrews makes it 3-1 here, and she's provided that spark that you would have thought she would have when she came on to start this second half.
Yeah, look, it's a typical Tara Andrews finish. You know, we know off set pieces they can be dangerous with Tara. She scored, you know, similar against Western Sydney Wanderers a few weeks back. So, you know, when Tara Andrews on the field, you want to be looking for her on set pieces.
And what a great ball in there from Ashley Brodigan. And Tara Andrews, one of the best headers in the competition, and she's done what her side needed her to do, as we see.
Yeah, I'm really happy for Newcastle Jets and for Tara Andrews to get herself on the score sheet today. You know, they've worked super hard today, and to see them finally get that goal, it just shows the camaraderie through the team as they celebrated.
So we see Sarah Griffiths on the ground here, just needing a little bit of treatment. So we have a look at that, and big tackle, and big, looks like shin on shin there with her and Grosso.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a clip there on the ankle there, and, you know, it's not good. Again, you know, you don't want to be seeing Griffith also out of this game for Newcastle Jets, another player who's been a key in this team moving forward over the last few weeks.
And they do decide it's got a few more options on the bench, but they're not the attacking threats that they would particularly like to replace Murphy Agnew, particularly if they're trying to get back in and win this game.
Yeah, I just think overall with Sarah Griffith, you know, she's been such a key player for this Newcastle Jets team, and you can see how hard she works no matter whether they're 1-0 down or 3-0 down. She's just completely been dominating today and working super hard. She's always in and around those 50-50 battles, and, you know, it's going to be unfortunate if we actually see her removed from this game. Looks like they're doing a bit of an ACL test on her at the moment.
It'd be absolutely shattering if she did have that injury, because she's been the top goal scorer so far this season. Every time she's got the ball up front, she's always looking dangerous and always looking to either bring others in or score herself.
Yeah, I really liked her in this competition. You know, she's been great for the Newcastle Jets, and again, you know, seeing her in and around, you know, our youngsters, it's always good to show her passion. And you can see here, as she puts her body on the line, you can see that she wants to win those 50-50 battles, but the way she's hyperextended there with her leg, just, I think, precautionary from the physios to do a check before putting her back on the pitch.
So we see Tara Andrews here get her side back and away, but Melbourne City win that ball back quickly. Griffiths seems to be running okay, and that ball's played through, and Konjarski just couldn't get there in time before Sally James scooped that up to get her side on the way really quickly here. pace of this game has picked up, certainly after Newcastle scored. See Briley Henry making her way forward. So Sarah Griffith, she looks okay, and looks like she's able to continue.
Yeah, look, she's a tough player. We've seen, over the last few rounds of this competition what she actually brings to this team, and we know that physically she's up for the battle.
So I'm going to check her with some time here. She lets it run off to James. See Tara Andrews putting a lot of pressure and encouraging Sarah Griffiths to do the same. But Checker finds Grosso. See Letitia McKenna here. Got some options. She plays that ball to Amina Ekic and holds it up, and see the run of Chelsea Blissett ignored there, and Ekic still going here. So we see Briley Henry, and Briley Henry just overhits that and gets her foot too far underneath the ball, and she probably should have scored there.
Yeah, look, with that opportunity there, she's got to take that ball and she's got to strike that ball across the face of goal there and keep it, low and hard if possible. She's looked up, she's got her head up, and it's gone over the bar.
Tara Andrews playing that into the path of Sarah Griffiths here. Opportunity for Newcastle to make this game very, very interesting. Griffiths still on the ball. Great defensive work from Briley Henry just to slow her down, and Ash Brodigan goes for goal, and that hits the top of the crossbar. Konjarski still, Jets still looking very dangerous here. And Briley Henry puts that ball out, and I think Melbourne City are just wanting to take a deep breath.
Yeah, you can see here Melbourne City just down the other end. The ball gets slipped through into Briley Henry, and she just skies this ball over the bar. And you can see Newcastle Jets get the ball, go back down the other end. This is what this game's been all about, and what a fantastic strike. Lucky not to go in.
See Caitlin Torpy tried it, and Ash Brodigan, she made last week's game, secured a point for her side, and she's trying to get her side back into real contention to get some points out of this game. See Johnson there. King. Julian Worth pretty far out of her goal here. Trying to get her side moving quickly up that field. See Konjarski. Big battle there with Bowen.
It's going to be a very interesting 15 minutes if Newcastle Jets get another goal here. Love this from Ash Brodigan, super confident to be able to strike that outside the box.
Cross in there, but too close to the keeper. So Rojas, McKenna, Henry out here. Physical bump there from Puxty.
Been a great battle between those two youngsters today. Leah Puxty is a young Matilda that's,
out of reach for Chelsea Blissett.
Yeah, it's just great to see two youngsters that are actually battling today, and they're both working hard on the ball and off the ball. It just goes to show their work ethic and that never say die attitude of our Aussie youngsters.
So we see Caitlin Carriage come on for Maria Rojas, who might be a little bit disappointed that that second goal wasn't put under her name, but she's put in quite an effort this afternoon, holding the ball up and getting her teammates involved.
Yeah, Rojas is a quality footballer, and I love seeing her in this competition. You can see, whenever she's on the pitch, she just brings that presence. You can see the way now she's celebrating that goal. She wants to claim it. She's a typical striker.
Check up. Getting that out. McKenna trying to play that forward into the path of Caitlin Carriage. Who chips the keeper in. She makes it 4-1, and with her first touch of the ball, she gets a goal this afternoon and her first goal in the competition.
What a way to get yourself on the pitch and have your first touch, and what a fantastic finish. Georgina Worth just comes out there and she just puts it over her, and you know, look at the smiles all around there for that youngster.
Take a look here, and what a cheeky little finish there from Caitlin Carriage, who's had a great season with FE emerging down in NPL Victoria. Been in some young Matildas squads. What a great present for her.
Yeah, what a fantastic finish from her, you know, and to do that with your first touch of the game. You know, as a youngster coming on the pitch and, you know, being able to score your first A-League goal like that, you know, that just builds confidence.
That is a exquisite touch there from Caitlin Carriage, and it shows a lot of composure and intelligence for a player so young just to be able to do that.
Yeah, it was a clinical finish, you know, and you could see as the ball was coming to her that she was lining it up, and you could see that's what she had in her mind. And to see her take that touch and be able to finish like that, it just goes to show, you know, what she's going to bring to this competition, and I hope to see her grow.
And just when you thought that Newcastle Jets coming back, you see Mina Rekic here, and looks like she's found there by Cannon Clough. But just when you thought that Tara Andrews goal would get the Jets back into this game and maybe make the last 10 minutes a really nervous one for Melbourne City, Caitlin Carriage, who's only 17, comes on and says, let's put a hold on that. And it's actually a penalty in the box, and so we see Taryn King given a yellow card with that foul, and Mina Rekic is taking that. She won herself that just inside. It looked almost, it was quite close to being inside or outside, but referees given that.
Yeah, look, she's drawn the foul, and she's stepped up now to take it, you know, with the obvious penalty takers which are off the pitch at the moment. You know, Rihanna Policina is normally the one that steps up.
Ekic here, she makes it 5, easy as you like, and she won herself that penalty, and she scored it, started it and finished it, and this game's looking like the best result for Melbourne City this season.
Yeah, it was a great, you know, penalty there from Ekic. You know, she's worked really hard today, and to see her get, you know, a goal for that reward, I think it's great for her.
Cool as you like, and she's on loan from Racing Louisville, and we see Sally James come off just like she did last week for Melissa Barbieri, and that must be very handy for Melbourne City to swap on a goalkeeper of her calibre.
Yeah, look, it's very interesting to see, you know, Daria Vidicic make these changes and be able to bring Barbieri into the game. You know, I'm wondering if it's to be able to get her minutes on the pitch to be able to change things around, so if things were to happen, that, you know, Bubs is ready to go.
So we see Sophie Stapleford coming on for Sarah Griffiths, and she looks quite frustrated with this afternoon. She's had her moments, but hasn't been able to get that all-important goal, as we see Taryn King come off for Tegan Allen.
Yeah, I'm sure Ash Wilson now will want to get Tegan Allen some minutes on the pitch now. She's been coming back from that hamstring injury, so to start progressing her on the field this game now is out of the way, and they've got to start looking forward to the next one.
Almost another opportunity there for Melbourne City to score as Daniela Galich broke through there. See Sophie Stapleford getting involved already. See Galich there to Carriage. Henry. Grosso. Great work there from Grosso. Just doing a little bit too much there. Caitlin Carriage, and
she's coming off that confidence from that goal now. She's going to want to get as much touches on the ball here and be able to do whatever she can.
Jaski tries to lay it off there into the path of Cannon Clough, but just wasn't near enough. Ekic, through ball here to Carriage, but a little bit too much on that, and Georgina Worth dispenses that to Sophie Stapleford, and see Grosso coming in late there on Stapleford. The referee there's no issue with that. See Stapleford here, opportunity, and Grosso's done well to get her body in front of her, but given away a free kick in the meantime. But see her foot just...
That's a tough challenge from Grosso. She hasn't, you know, really lost any of those 50-50 battles today, and, you know, you can just see what she brings to this competition, and that's something that you get when you actually been playing, you know, especially abroad and playing in the US leagues and the college leagues, who know what those competitions are all about, and it's great to see her today bring that to our competition.
Ball through there, almost found its way into the path of Konjaski. Corner here for Newcastle, just to get some consolation. Maybe you can extra consolation goal.
Yeah, I think, look, Newcastle Jets, they really deserve that. You know, I don't think the scoreline really shows what this game's been all about, and you know, it's disappointing to see them go down in this game 5-1, but they've got to stay disciplined here.
Well, there, Lauren Allen gets on it, and Tari Andrews gets her foot to it, and just too many bodies in the way of her and the goals. So we see Galich here making a run. Only Clough and Stapleford in front of her. Some of her teammates making a run. And we see Briley Henry here as she's seemed to be kicked right into the stomach there, and maybe got the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah, that was a challenge that she did come down quite quickly. You know, she's taken a touch across her body there, and unfortunately she's been brought down and drew the free kick here.
She's worked really hard this afternoon. Maybe she'd have 2 goals to her name, but off the ball she's done a lot of work, and Daria Vidicic must be very, very pleased with her performance.
Yeah, that's what Briley Henry brings, you know, to any team. She's a workhorse on and off the ball.
See Henry here, goes for goal. Very close there, almost into that top corner. And just when we were putting praise on her name, she almost gets her 2nd goal this afternoon.
Yeah, it was great to see her actually take that free kick, and here she is again, back in the mix and trying to create something
Good
from
ball
nothing.
There, as we see Letitia McKenna put just too much on the ball. I can't believe they haven't scored there, Catherine.
Yeah, again, you know, it's been a bit of that in this game, and, you know, just so good to see Briley Henry. She's come down, she's taken the free kick, she's won that ball, and, you know, she's the type of girl that just doesn't stop. She does not stop. 90-plus minutes on and off the ball. It's just great to see her work great.
Georgina Worth got a little touch on that to stop work, and we see Letitia McKenna cross that ball in. Didn't have the curve that she would have liked there, but Blissett on the ball here, playing it out to Grosso. into the path of Cheika, but couldn't get her foot to that. Torpy, no, not Caitlin Torpy, she's definitely come off so far. As you see, Chelsea Blissett. Lots of possession here from City. See Brodigan slipped there. And just a clash of some teammates there from Melbourne City. So Johnson here loses possession, and Daniela Galich is upset that referee's given a free kick there.
I think we need to mention Lucy Johnson today and the absolute, heart that she's shown in the middle of midfield today. Her work rate's been phenomenal. She's been involved in every single battle, and I think she's really come a long way. She debuted for Newcastle Jets last season, and to see her, get a start in this squad and really hold her own in that position is fantastic.
See Ashley Brodigan here to take this free kick. Deep ball in, but too many City bodies around Allen. But side does get a throw in. That throw looked a bit suspect there. Seen a few iffy throw-ins this afternoon. See experience of Melissa Barbieri there, just taking her time. Catherine?
Yeah, isn't it fantastic to see Melissa Barbieri still in this competition at her age, and really pulling those girls around. You can see her on and off the pitch. We've seen in the A-League All Access last week, what type of person she is on and off the pitch, and what an addition she is to still having this competition.
Free kick waved off there. So we see Jets. Ash Brodigan thought she got fouled there, and Melbourne City put that out thinking that Ash Brodigan was going to stay down, but she got back up, and referees indicate, fourth officials indicated 4 minutes of additional time. And see if Newcastle can get an additional goal, or Melbourne City can just hold out for this win.
I think Newcastle Jets needs to be disciplined now in these next 4 minutes. With 5-1 down, they need to make sure that they don't concede any more goals, because coming into that pointy end of the season, you'll know that you'll need to have this on your side. So
Ash Brodigan came off second best there against Letitia McKenna. And for Melbourne City, at the moment, they are certainly living their best life, with having only conceded 2 goals this entire season and scoring at will 4 goals against Wellington, now 5 here against the Jets, and they managed 3 again last week.
Yeah, it's so great to see, that they're actually scoring goals and not conceding so many. I think the positive here for Melbourne City is that they've got so many different goal scorers on those team sheets.
Grosso back to Cheika. Cheika's played, and it's dangerous. And we see Tara Andrews there, and Ash Brodigan, opportunity to score there, but doesn't get the contact she would have liked. And Melissa Barbieri just holds on to that and just takes a few more seconds off the clock. And what does Ash Wilson say to her side after this loss? Because they did have moments, but they weren't clinical in front of goal.
Definitely had a lot of moments in this game, especially in the first 5 to 10 minutes. They've done really, really well on their press when Melbourne City was trying to play out. Unfortunately, they just weren't clinical in front of goal. And it just goes to show here with this shot from Brodigan, you're inside the 18-yard box, and things are just not falling for them.
And on the other side of that, Dario Vidicic must be very pleased with his side's performance this afternoon.
Of course, if I'm Dario Vidicic and I've got a team as I have now in Melbourne, to play out at all costs, and in the front third they've been a lot more clinical, and they've got the players to show it.
Galich here making a late run against Garnier. Ekic, but Garnier on the ball here, and ball's gone out there for a Melbourne City throw-in. Must be a lot going through her mind and figuring out what to do to reset. To reset her side for next week. See Ekic here on the ball. Still making that run, Ekic. Good tackle there from the Jets. No corner there. Goal kick for Newcastle.
You can see here she's just taken a touch across there, and she's done well just to see that ball out. Again, Grosso with that tackle. She's just so strong on the ball.
And she's been incredibly physical, but done her defensive duties, but also helped her side massively when going forward.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we can see her on and off the ball. You can see there the type of attributes that you see in the college system, and she's bringing that to this competition. And she's strong, she's fearless, she gets there up and down that side, and it's great to see her come into this team.
See Chelsea Bliss get a yellow card there, I believe, or someone's gotten a yellow card. I don't know if it's Bissett or Konjowski, but just wait for the confirmation on that one. Konjowski got that yellow card. Would have been harsh if Chelsea Bissett got the yellow card after getting fouled. Well, it's the path of Galich, who's got an opportunity here, but runs out of space. And referee blows for full time here as Melbourne City go out 5-1 victors. And when it looked like it might get a little bit scary in the closing stage of this game, Daniela, Caitlin Carriage came on and said, you know what, first touch, first goal in the competition, I've got this.
Yeah, what a fantastic finish from her, you know. Seeing the youngster come into, you know, her second season here now in the A-League Women competition, and to be able to come on and take that touch and put that in the back of the net, it's just wonderful to see.
As we see, Briley Henry's put in an excellent work. And when you look at those stats, Catherine, what are you seeing from that?
Yeah, look, these stats are unbelievable. Newcastle Jets, 19 shots, 10 on target with only 1 goal. Melbourne City, 13 shots, 8 on target and 5 goals in the back of the net. Plenty of corners, plenty of action at both ends, and what a game it was. It could have went either way, but Melbourne City today, more clinical.
They certainly were, and that's all from us this afternoon, and hope you guys join us next week for more Liberty A-League action.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking real nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.